If you want to earn your Coding Inspector Level 1 certification, you should pass the NACE-CIP1-001 exam to get certified. You can get the latest NACE CIP Level 1 NACE CIP1-001 dumps from Passcert to best prepare for your test and pass your exam successfully. We already have helped lots of candidates pass this exam with high score. Question 1. A NACE coding inspector is permitted to transport coding material when A. Asked to do so by the coding application team, B. Asked to do so by the owner's representative, C. The inspector should never transport coding material, D. If the inspector meets all the necessary requirements for transportation of dangerous goods. Answer: C. Question 2. When working as a NACE inspector in a situation where there is a difference of opinion, the inspector needs to A. Go with the majority opinion, B. Never change her mind, C. Achieve consensus through negotiation, D. Call the supervisor. Answer: D. Question 3. As a NACE coding inspector, your responsibility with respect to safety is to A. Assume the role of the safety inspector, B. Check the PPE used by the applicators, C. Act in accordance with the site safety requirements and set an example, D. Check the credentials of the safety officer on site. Answer: C. Question 4. NACE Level 1 inspectors have been trained to perform A. All types of inspection, B. Visual inspection and non-destructive testing, C. Visual inspection, non-destructive and destructive testing, D. Visual inspection only. Answer: B. Question 5. A successful coding inspector must be able to A. Apply the coding with expert accuracy, B. Look for problems or issues during application, C. Advise the coding applicator on how to mix the coding, D. Recommend the appropriate coding technique for the job to the contractor. Answer: B. Question 6. Owners hire NACE inspectors with the expectation that A. The inspection cost will be offset by an improvement in service life, B. The inspector will improve job flow and schedule, C. The inspector will make a meaningful technical contribution to the job, D. A and C. Answer: D. Question 7. The NACE inspector should perform tests for soluble salts. A. Prior to surface preparation, B. After surface preparation, C. Prior to coating application, D. When specified. Answer: D. Question 8. The main responsibilities of the inspector are to A. Demonstrate to the contractor how to apply the coating, B. Observe and direct the work of the contractors, C. Direct and perform the work stated in the specification, D. Observe and report the quality of the work performed. Answer: D. Question 9. When performing tests for oil and grease using an ultraviolet light, the NACE inspector should be aware that A. Chloride salt may produce a false positive. B. Synthetic oil or grease may not be identified. C. Ultraviolet light may contaminate the surface. D. Presence of weld spatter may produce a false positive. Answer B. Question 10. You have just received your NACE-CIP Level 1 certification when you are asked to supervise a team of uncertified field pipeline inspectors. Your first preferred course of action is to A. Accept the assignment without hesitation. B. Advise the prospective employer that you cannot accept the position. C. Meet with the prospective employer to determine the scope of your role. D. Review the NACE attestation prior to making a decision. Answer C.